y'all, Vaughn Twins here. I'm Kiana.
And I'm Kenya.
And we are back with another Zoe Love Letter. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Zoe Love Letter videos, or the Zoe Love Letter segment actually that we rolled out on our channel last year sometime. But it caters to girls that are between the ages of about 5 years old up until about the age of 16. Now, Zoe Love Letter was created for the purpose of our niece. Her name is Zariah. Hey Zariah! We love you. So her nickname is Zoe, hence the Zoe Love Letters. And so the segment was created to encourage girls that are within her age range, personally, really, for Zoe, but girls that may be going through anything. As you all know, as girls, we go through things as adolescents and we may not know how to articulate what we're going through. And so we just basically wanted to give some tips, tricks, words of encouragement for our young girls, fashionistas out there, you know, that may be going through some things that they may just not know how to identify it. And so today's topic is test taking.
Yes.
Okay.
So we know that there are a lot of things that come along with test taking. You have anxiety that comes along with it. You have just feeling like you can't measure up, or you're not good enough, or you know, you don't get the scores that you'd like to. And it's not, lots of times it's not that you're not smart enough or anything of that nature. It's just more so putting in place great study habits and knowing how to combat the anxiety that may come along with test taking.
So, tip number 1, whenever you are preparing to take a test, what you want to make sure that you do, first and foremost, is do your homework as soon as you get home.
Yes.
What you'll find is that a lot of the times, as soon as you leave out of the classroom from having been given a lesson plan from your instructor, the information is fresh. It's in your brain. It's rolling around up there. You're thinking about it, all that stuff. So if you go home, you sit down at that dining room table or sit down at your desk and start doing your homework right away, it'll give your brain enough time to be able to retain the information. And then later on in the future, once test time comes, you won't have to do something called cramming to try and get all of the information in, because it'll already, your foundation will already be laid, and at that point you'll just kind of be refreshing your memory of what you already went over during your homework.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, so tip number 2. Now this one is very important, and that is to be organized. Make sure, guys, that you have a calendar, or you have a journal, or you have something of some sort with all of your assignments written down, and make sure that you give this to your parents as well. Again, something that has all of your assignments written down on them, so that you can make sure that you are studying within enough time to be very successful on your exam. So that's very, very important. Get organized. Have different folders and different notebooks for each subject. Very important.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So tip number 3. Think positively, guys. You have no idea what this can do for you. When you think positive, then that means that you're putting positive energy and positivity out into the atmosphere. And when you plant something, what's known as a seed, or positive thoughts in the atmosphere, then that takes root into your body, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And so you can't help but to exude whatever you planted into your body, or whatever you've spoken into your body or your mind, right? So think positive. Get you some positive quotes, get a great song that you like to listen to that's very uplifting, and do that. Now, there's one quote that I really, really love, and it says, "It does not matter how slow you go as long as you do not stop."
That's a good one.
So as it pertains to having great study habits and fighting against anxiety, that means that if you have to take your time while you're studying or while you're doing your homework, as Kenya said, then go as slow as you absolutely need to. The goal is to make sure that you are understanding the information by the time you are done studying that subject.
Absolutely. Which is one of the reasons why you want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to study for the test.
Also, while you are taking your test, make sure that you are reading the questions thoroughly. Slowly read the questions to make sure that you understand them so that you can answer them appropriately.
Absolutely. Another quote that I would like to point out is, think happy, be happy.
Yes.
I feel like that's a very whimsical quote. It's something that's absolutely 100% positive to think about yourself, so that when it's time for you to take your test, You go in there with thoughts, with happy thoughts. You know, even the Bible tells us to think on good things and speak on good things. You know, which is really just kind of falls right in line with that particular quote. So if you're thinking on good things, you're speaking on good things, then nothing but good things can come as a result of everything that you do, including your testing.
Yeah. So, point number 4, that is to make sure that you all meditate and that you practice great breathing exercises before and during the exam.
Right.
This is what's going to help you combat the anxiety. So, what that means is, before you take your test, and even while you're in your test, take a minute, sit, think to yourself, I've got this.
Right.
I've got this. I have what it takes to be successful on this test. I've studied the material. I'm positive. I got this. Breathe in your nose and out through your mouth. In your nose and out through your mouth. This technique actually helps relax your body and relax your mind. That's very, very important. So apply those tips. We promise you, you will see great results on your test. So let's recap, okay? Tip number 1, do your homework.
Do your homework as soon as you get home.
Yes, that's very important. Tip number 2,
Get organized. Make sure you stay organized so that you'll have all of your tests written out on the specific days and you can study well enough in advance.
absolutely. Tip number 3, find a positive quote. Yes, think positive thoughts. Find a positive quote and make sure that you are saying those positive things and planting those positive things into your spirit.
Yes, absolutely.
And tip number 4, to meditate and make sure that you breathe. Have great breathing techniques. That means you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. This is very important because it'll help to relax your body. And meditating on those positive quotes that Kenya and I spoke about in tip number 3 will help to bring your body in alignment with those positive things that you have placed or that you've spoken over yourself.
So that you can walk in and take your test with the utmost confidence.
Exactly.
So those are our tips for beating test anxiety. So every young girl out there, all of our little sisters out there, and you, Zoe, the next time that you go in and take your test, we want you to walk in with your shoulders up, with your back straight. We want you to walk with your head held high. You sit down at your desk, you look at that test, and you say, I got this. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Zoe Love Letter. And until next time, bye Zoe.
Bye.
And bye y'all.